to bombard her comments. Expose thee and Saksha for Bambi. Even though producers, attorneys, and even therapists were bombarding her inbox with alerts offering free sessions, nothing prepared her for the discovery that lay ahead. She had received a message from Scrappy shortly after midnight. Let's have a conversation. After everything they'd been through, it was just us, and no cameras. Even though she didn't trust him, she secretly hoped that this time he was sincere. He was the only one who knew her before all this, before the show, before the chaos. So, she agreed. She told him to pick her up early. No glam, no entourage, just them, just truth. They barely spoke during the ride. Scrappy drove in silence, glancing at her occasionally as if trying to read the pain on her face. He looked tired, worn down, but she didn't care. Her walls were up. Her hands stayed folded in her lap, her eyes glued to the window. That is until she saw the burner phone tucked awkwardly under the seat. A cheap prepaid phone face down, barely visible, but something about it pulled her attention like gravity. "Pull over," she said sharply. Scrappy furrowed his brow. "What?" "Pull the F*** over." He did slowly, nervously. She reached down, picked up the phone, and stared at him like he had just stabbed her in the back on national television. His face went pale. "You hiding something?" she asked, voice trembling but tight. "It's nothing," Scrappy said too quickly. She unlocked the phone. It wasn't even password protected. What she saw made her heart stop. There were deleted messages. Lots of them, but a few remained. Screenshots, voice notes, texts to a contact saved as TK. Some of them were brief. "Thanks for leaking the right tape. I couldn't have done it without you." "She's running with it now. Exactly what we needed." Then came the one that shattered everything. "I just couldn't let Bambi keep playing me on camera." Bambi froze. Her fingers trembled. Her chest tightened. She looked up at Scrappy, blinking rapidly, as the tears returned. Not from sadness this time, but wrath. "You were working with Tasha K?" she inquired, her voice dangerously low. "Listen, it wasn't like that," Scrappy said. But Bambi smashed the phone on the dashboard. "You let her destroy him!" she yelled. "You allowed her twist my grief and post it like it was her stuff. And now you're thanking her." Scrappy attempted to explain, but nothing came out that made sense. He looked like a guy stuck in quicksand, realizing there was no rope left. "I thought if she revealed VH1, maybe we could both walk away clean," he mumbled. "No," Bambi answered, shaking her head. "You believed you could use her to make yourself appear innocent while I gazed unstable." The phone buzzed again in her fingers. A fresh message from TK. "Glad the leak worked. Tell her to calm before I leak the rest." Bambi let out a gasp. "There's more." Scrappy reached for the telephone. "Don't." She withdrew. "There's more." He didn't respond. That was sufficient response. She slammed the car door so fiercely it rattled as she leaped out. Already cameras were in the air. The shade chamber TMZ'd. Even those co-stars who were observing from burner accounts. This was meant to be her recovery time. Rather, she just revealed the ultimate treachery. Tasha K and Scrappy have been collaborating behind the scenes the entire time. Bambi went live later that night. Just her, the burner phone, and no filters or gloss. A fire within her. She held up the phone and stated, "This is the phone I found in his car. This is the appearance of betrayal and what happens when a loved one exacerbates your suffering. A blogger only to protect his own reputation." The comments went viral. "God, he did. What? Scrappy and Tasha have been cunning. She had faith in him. I would have set the automobile on fire." She then read out loud the messages. Fans of all of them were reposting, dissecting it as if it were the Zeppruer movie. Her co-stars were messaging her, and Mama D phoned her 3 times in 10 minutes. Voicemails that stated everything from, "I told you," to, "I'm riding with you now, baby girl," for many minutes. Additionally, during the Tasha K grinned, "City in a stuffy jail cell." She had just received a printed snapshot of Bambi's live stream from her assistant, titled, "He's Exposed." "What now?" Tasha K reclined against the wall and said, "That's great. Let them ruin each other." In the meantime, back at the damage control crew at VH1 headquarters was going crazy. There was a crisis meeting. Publicists, producers, and attorneys are all attempting to choose whether to make a statement or simply remain mute once more. However, it was too late. Already, supporters were demanding a complete boycott. It's not reality television. Emotional terrorism is what this is. We saw a woman lose her mind over something. I'm finished. Scrappy is worse than we initially believed if he did this. Hold on, Scrappy. Inna witnessed it all happen on a throwaway Instagram account from a private condo. He didn't have his phone on. Since the live, he hadn't posted anything. Bambi hadn't heard from him since the altercation. But the shame was mounting, not because he was apprehended, but more because he secretly knew he never ceased to love her. He just had no idea how to keep her safe without also protecting himself. He walked around the room. Voice memos are accumulating. Cast members inquiring about his whereabouts stood. The attorney for Tasha K is asking for further information on the leaks. Mama D, I'm messaging in all capitals. Make it right. I will. However, Tamika, the whistleblower who disclosed the Zoom call, sent the worst message. Hello. Just so you're aware, you are part of Tasha's backup plan. Scrappy stopped. He was unsure about what that meant, but he had a feeling that things weren't going to get much better, not even close. And the countdown has just begun once more. The outcry was more rapid than anybody had anticipated. 12 hours after Bambi's in a live broadcast, more than 200,000 viewers tagged VH1 and demanded an answer. The hashtag #OurBurnerPhoneBetrayal started to trend